Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
Nice.
I guess same to you as well. You got a lot. This song's been blowing up lately.
Yeah, dude. I don't even know how it happened. Somebody texted me maybe a few months ago and was like, check TikTok. And I was like, I'm not on for what? And then when I went on and looked, I was like, oh my God. And then I hadn't spoken to Luke or Josh for maybe 15 years, more maybe. And I text both of them and it didn't deliver. And I was like, damn, I don't even know how to contact them. I found Luke on Facebook and we started talking. And yeah,
That's 15 years is a long time. That's
it might be more than that, honestly. I think this album was written 23 years ago.
wow. How did you guys even meet and like get together?
That's something that I was actually thinking about before you called. And I was like, I don't even know how we got introduced. Because originally, the bass player was a girl called Charlotte. And she was actually my girlfriend at the time.
Oh, that's cool.
She was like a jazz musician.
Really?
And I think she knew Luke or Josh. And we just started jamming in her house. And eventually she ended up leaving and we replaced her with Robin, and then we got Rich Wilkinson in the band as well after that.
Was it always like this kind of music, like metal music?
Oh yeah, it was always the same kind of stuff. I've actually got old demos at my house in London. I've been asking my dad to find them, but he doesn't know where he's looking, so he can't find them.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time, so I'm sure it's probably a nice crate dig for him.
He'll find them eventually.
Well, I mean, that'd be cool to get some old demos out and stuff. You think that'd be a possibility?
He Maybe he dug up all of the old lyrics and all of the old set lists. He found a bunch of lyrics, set lists, and flyers, but he couldn't find the old CD.
Wow, that's awesome though. I mean, seems like he's probably getting close, maybe.
Hopefully, I'll be going home next year, so I'll look for it and I'll find it.
Oh, sweet. So like,
So how did you find us?
I'm from TikTok, like, and it's funny because I swear against it. Like, I try my best not to watch that stuff and just I try my best
Yeah,
to like.
I never go on there.
But my fiance, she's a different. So all day long I'm hearing just TikTok sounds, and I hear this one, and it's catchy, and I'm like, what? Well, what is that song? And I looked it up, and couldn't be any more shocked than I was. I mean,
I don't know how anybody originally found it. I don't know who started it. I don't even know what the premise of the original video was.
yeah, same. I have no idea. I remember hearing the song, and I'm like, okay, like that's got a cool vibe to it. And I was thinking like, oh, this will probably be some like laid back like indie song. And then it started, and I was like, "Oh man, like this rips, like this is like right up my alley." I did not expect it at
Yeah,
all.
I assume most people that listen to that clip think it's going to be like slow ballad, and then they go to stream it and they're like, "Oh, okay, I didn't know it was this."
Yeah, like, and that's so funny because I was showing my friends like I just had band practice the other night, and I was like, "Have you guys heard this song? Like, I'm sure you have." And they were like, "Oh yeah, like I know that one." And I was like, "Well, listen to this." And I showed them the beginning, and it's so funny seeing people react to it.
Yeah, it's very different to the clip that they put up for sure. But I know people seem to be really digging it. Keep
Yeah, man.
asking for like well, I mean, we only ever printed CDs, and we never printed. I don't think we printed T-shirts. I think we made some stickers, but we never made any merch whatsoever. People keep asking me for T-shirts and vinyl. I'm like, oh, we don't have anything.
Yeah. I was searching everywhere. I'm like, cause I'm one of those people where when I like some music, I try and figure out everything I can about it. And I was just
Yeah, I
searching.
think some people have made their own. Some people have printed their own T-shirts. So there's a few going around on the web that were printed by just random people.
Yeah, and I've looked for everything, and I couldn't find anything like about you guys. And then I went searching, and I found Luke, and I found you on Instagram, and that's when I reached out, and I was like, I got to know more about this stuff because, like I was telling you, like when we were talking earlier, like this whole album is really good, and I think that TikTok clip is like a really cool gateway to like an actual good album that a lot of people would like. I feel, especially
Yeah,
nowadays.
I don't think many people are giving like the other songs as much love, which is fine, but you know.
Yeah, and see, like that's kind of what I was getting at with when I was telling you, like it's a good song for sure, but I mean, some of these other songs, like "Girls, Guns, and Dynamite," the opener, like that guitar is so good. The vocals, like you guys, the blend on the vocals is just like so good, and I love that stuff. Like two vocalists, you have the one screamer and the one like keeping the melodies, and that blend is awesome.
I honestly think, like listening to it now, it still holds up pretty well. I just played it to somebody at work, and they were like, "This sounds current."
Yeah, like especially with like bands like Knocked Loose and like Turnstile, I'm like this is right up there with those guys. Like in my opinion, if it was, I feel like if it came out in today's era with the right promotion and stuff, it would easily be just as big as those.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh yeah, and I love
It
like
would be it would be nice to do something again. I mean, I spoke to Luke about it, and he was like, "It's near impossible. Like everyone's doing their own thing." He was like, Josh, I think he's like up north somewhere. Luke's still in London. I'm in Los Angeles. Rich, I don't know what he's doing. And Robin, I don't think anyone can contact him. I don't know where he is or what he's doing. I used to live with Robin, but I haven't spoken to him for a long time.
that's wild, and it's just I've seen it happen a lot more recently where it's like these bands that people discover and they blow up, but they're like, we haven't talked in years, so we don't know
Yeah,
anything about it.
yeah. I mean, the only thing that we could do realistically, if it was ever going to happen, is we would have to do it from studios over like an audio link from where we are.
Right. Yeah, like sending clips back and forth and whatnot.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe one day. I mean, Luke didn't rule it out, so
I see that he still makes music, so I mean,
yeah, he's still
never
doing
say
his own
never.
thing.
Yeah, that would be really cool because I mean this album and the couple of EPs on streaming are just they're really good, and I think they
I
hold up.
actually like the first EP a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a little more raw, and I love that. I love that a lot. But man, I don't know this LP is just awesome. This is like, and it just sounds. You guys like it sounds ahead of its time. Like you guys were really doing stuff that is sounds current. Like you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, the problem being is when we were doing this, we were so young. Like, we were all still living with our parents. Like, we didn't have any funding. Everything was like self-funded. So no, I don't think when we started, any of us had driving licenses. So we couldn't really get out to like other places and like play far away shows. Everything was like whatever little money we made from our like weekend jobs, we would use. So, I mean, we were never paid for half the shows we played. So we from it. Everything we did was all self-funded.
Wow. Yeah, and that's hearing it. It doesn't sound that way. It sounds very like it's produced well. It's so clear. Everything is like tight. The lyrics and the vocals. It sounds like a like an album that was recorded in a big studio. So hearing that
Yeah,
is that's wild.
the the guy that recorded it, rest his soul, because he passed. He was the best. He was such a good guy. He didn't really like overrule us on anything. He let us do what we wanted to do. So
And it cut out a bit there. What was his name?
Kevin Banks.
Kevin Banks. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah. He
best
he
way.
passed away a couple of years ago,
Well, yeah,
sadly.
he will rest his soul because he did a great job from what I've
Yeah,
heard.
he was amazing. He was so good when we recorded it. It was done in a tiny, tiny little studio upstairs in an office block.
And where was the band based out of?
Uh, I was in Watford, which is a small town on the north side of London, and then Luke and Josh were in Harpenden, which is like a small little village.
Okay. So it was
We were
like,
like 30 minutes apart, maybe.
okay. So then you guys all moved overseas later, or well, Luke, you said still's there.
Luke's still in London. Josh is in the north of England.
Oh,
I'm in Los Angeles, and Rich and Robin, I'm not sure, to be honest.
right. Okay. So do you think like just time and age was the reason for the split, or was there like more to it, or?
So I, when the album was being released, I had, because Luke wrote his lyrics, I wrote my lyrics. I had names in mind that I wanted to use for the tracks. And because Luke had written some of the lyrics, there was a debate over what the songs were going to be called. And some songs were named without my say so. And I got pretty pissy about it because I was like, well, I wrote most of the lyrics. They're about this subject. This is what I want to name it. So there was a big debate about that. And I guess they sided 4-1 that they were going to go with the track names that they had picked. And I got pretty annoyed by it. And eventually, I was asked to leave, which I didn't like. And after a few months, they got in. Name was it? Maybe it was Luke Vidamore. I don't know the guy's name, but they got a new singer, and then eventually they got a new bass player.
Oh, well, I could see how that would be pretty annoying. As
But I don't think that after I think they played a few shows with that lineup. They didn't ever record anything. And then I guess they split 2007, I think.
so everything on the recording, that's all you and Luke and the original,
Yeah,
the core members.
the only recordings are the original. Well, the second original lineup.
So with like what's on streaming, is that pretty much like all you had, or are the demos that you were talking about in London, is that stuff that's not out, or is it
That's
just like
stuff that
older?
no one's ever heard.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
I think there's 3, and I don't think anyone's ever heard them.
That'd be that'd be a real treat, especially now that
Yeah, they're not studio recorded. They were just recorded like through, I think through a phone or through a digital camera, and then just put onto a CD.
oh,
So
that's
I don't know what the quality is going to be like, but they exist.
that is awesome. That would be I would I mean, I'm sure people would love to hear that no matter the quality.
Yeah, one day they'll surface. I'll dig them up.
Yeah, well, I would I'd love to be some of the first to hear that. That's
Yeah, I was going to say
this
I'll make sure you get to listen to them.
album, like I said, man. I think it's getting like, I mean, yeah, the it's getting love from the cutthroat fashion, but this whole album is so good. Like, just, and you said you were still in like, you were a teenager still when you wrote all this?
This is like 15, 16. No, probably 16 and 17, I think.
Wow, man. Yeah, that for even for your age, you guys were really good, and some of these lyrics are just great. This is like this is stuff that I was trying to write, at that age, and it's just
Honestly, I think I wrote a lot of this stuff like when I was at school, like in my geography class when I wasn't paying attention. I'll just like scribble stuff down in the back of a.
yeah, that's what it's all about. That's rock and roll. Like, I love that. I've been going to school for music for a while, and I took a rock history class last semester, and something we talked about was like some of the best bands are the shortest bands with only like a couple of albums or whatever. And I
Yeah, I
think
mean, one of my favorite bands ever is Beloved from North Carolina. They've got one EP, one album, and their full length album is just a masterpiece. And that's maybe like 20 something years old now.
yeah, and like I just another like one I would look back on. I'm not sure if you're familiar with is American football. They kind of had like a similar story where their song blew up on TikTok that they made 20 something years ago, and it's like now they get the
Wow.
chance to put out like more music, and they like are collaborating with like bigger people, and it's just like I would love to see you guys get together and make some more stuff and
I know. I wish. I
some live
wish.
shows. That would be awesome.
Merch would be the closest thing we're gonna get at the moment.
Right. Yeah, but that's understandable. I mean, you when you go from 20 years in the future, it's kind of pretty unpredictable. It's not like you were planning on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. Never say never.
Yeah, I like to be optimistic. Like, there's always a chance. So,
Yeah, for sure.
but so when you were like making this stuff, who were some of your influences? Because this was pretty early for like this, like the
I would
2000s.
say From Autumn to Ashes,
Okay.
Alexis on Fire, definitely for sure.
Yeah, I love Alexis on Fire, man. That's just like that early 2000 stuff is just.
Oh,
Like,
unbelievable.
I wish there was more, and like I love like that this is getting popular now, and like Knocked Loose and Turnstile, these heavier bands are getting the attention that they deserve, and just I I really can't stress enough that I hope this full album gets the love that it deserves, and not just the one song. Like, there's just some really great stuff on here.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
No, no problem. Do you make anything now? Like, do you even mess around at all? Or?
I thought when I first came, I thought about doing something when I got here, but it's like LA's so big, everything's so spaced out. Like it, if I had a drummer that was in Orange County, it'd take me like 2 hours to get there. It's just packed with traffic. It's just a nightmare to drive anywhere. You'd have to find musicians that were like in your area.
Right. Yeah. See, like, that's another thing we were talking about. I feel like there's like a sweet spot. Like LA being crowded. It's like a misconception almost that so many people go there for the same thing, but it's just so hard to really make it happen. And I just hate seeing that.
Yeah, I mean, I also thought, do I really want to do something like I'm older now? I've got this album. Do I, you know, you start a band and you play a few shows in like someone's garage or like some small thing, and it's like, is it a worthwhile hobby when I've already done something that I think is the best? I still listen to the album all the time. I think it's amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, some people have that like relationship with their album, but I've seen a lot of people that don't. So it's really cool to hear that you still enjoy it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, my parents even liked it. They would, when we played shows, my parents would come and watch.
That's awesome. My dad, like growing up, my dad was in a rock band, and that's like I grew up watching him, sitting side stage, and that's kind of like my relationship with him. And I was telling him about this, and he was just like super happy for me. And I showed him the songs, and he's been going to the gym, and he's like, "Oh man, like I put this on my headphones. I'm so pumped up."
Ah, that's wild.
Yeah, dude, and I'm like, it's crazy because like I just discovered this, and it's like so cool just how good it really is, and it's just been sitting waiting for 20 years.
I know, right? I mean, there was a point when it wasn't actually on Spotify. We didn't upload it.
Oh, really?
We're still not sure how it ended up on Spotify. We're still trying to figure that out because it wasn't any of us.
No kidding. So like none of you see any of like the royalties or anything from it. It's just like,
I think that's Luke's currently working on that.
okay, yeah, I was gonna say that would be something to look into.
Yeah, Luke's currently figuring that out.
That's wild
But
because
yeah, it wasn't us.
because I remember trying to when I first tried to like find you guys and reach out. I looked you up and there was not even social media for the band.
No, there's nothing. There was one kid. There was one kid that messaged me on Instagram, and he managed, and I don't know how, but he managed to hack into MySpace, and he pulled up a bunch of old MySpace content.
What? So is
I
he
know.
that? So like, were the songs on MySpace? Do you think?
I'll send you what he sent me. I've got screenshots of it.
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got honestly some of it. I was like, I don't even remember this.
So it's I wonder, was it on anything before? Like how I wonder how people found out about the album.
We had a MySpace page. Instagram didn't even exist when we were a band.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So yeah, we had
MySpace
a
was the
MySpace
thing.
page. There was some songs up on that. Um, and I think we had a website at one point that had like some lyrics and some other little random bits and pieces on, but that was it.
Hmm. It's just a big mystery at this point.
Yeah,
That's that's kind of exciting, but also pretty strange.
yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know how it ended up on Spotify, but
So,
I'm
but
glad it's on there.
is yeah, oh yeah, me too. Is it the full album though? Like, is it all the songs?
Yeah, yeah. There was seven tracks from that album. They're all up, and then there was the 3-track EP.
Yeah, and they're just all like super clean. It's so crazy that they're. It's like they got like the files for the songs. Like they're really good quality still.
Yeah, I would imagine that it was somebody that bought one of our CDs, loaded them.
Oh yeah, like
That's the only way I can think it happened.
yeah, because I'm sure like people obviously. I mean, this is not something you forget when you hear it. I'm sure you guys have had fans just waiting forever.
It's cool. Like a bunch of people that are finding it now, they're like so young. They're like the same age that I was when I started this, and they're like they'll message me and they're like, "Oh, I just found this and like I think it's really cool." And then I'll look on their profile and they're like 15, 16, 17, and I'm like, "Oh, good. I'm glad you guys found it."
Yeah, that's really like that's kind of like what I was saying earlier with how it's so current now that like it's cool that we're going back into rock where young kids are starting bands again and playing the guitar and
There's
like
actually a band, I can't remember their name, but there's actually a guy that messaged me and he was like, "We actually cover one of your songs."
really.
Yeah, he was like, "If we play a show that's near to you," he was like, "Will you come and sing it?" I was like, "Sure, why not?"
Well, that would be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's not the worst idea.
Do you remember which song it was?
It was the Cutthroat Fashion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like a small band. They're like young kids. They cover it, and they were like, "If we play near you, you want to come and do it?" I was like, "Yeah,
That would
fuck
be
it, why not?"
yeah, that would be pretty cool. And I mean, that's not a very easy song. That so they must be pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, I want to hear it first.
Yeah. No, I get that. But also, like, I'm sure that is probably like a hit now live. People probably love hearing it if it's good. And that might be the
Well, yeah,
only
well,
chance.
at least they're enjoying themselves.
No, yeah, for sure. That's what it's all about. I mean, it's all it ever is. I've been in
I
plenty of
mean, it's
bands.
cool to think that like a tiny band that never really went anywhere or blew up, there's somebody from another country covering our music. That's kind of a good feeling. It's kind of nuts.
Oh, I couldn't imagine. Like, and it's such a like weird feeling for me finding it where I'm like, oh, it's so big on TikTok. Where I'm like, these dudes were big forever. Like, I can find everything about them, and then I go to research and there's like nothing. I'm like, wow, I have to get the story behind this.
Yeah, people will message me and they're like, "Is it really you?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, it's me."
That's yeah. I mean, it's just such a
Because there's no, I don't. I mean, I've got some pictures somewhere, like there, but like there was no like camera phones and stuff. Like there's a few grainy photos that I've got, but there's more videos that have been uploaded with a different lineup. So I think a lot of people were like, "Well, you're not the singer because there's no videos of you." Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I have old VHS tapes. That's how old it was
that's
of us
crazy.
of us doing live shows.
That's awesome though. Like that's such a cool thing because that's just like I feel like back then it was so much more in the moment that you don't have a camera in your face. You can just do what you want.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't play VHS anymore, but they exist.
That's so cool. Like I'm a big fan of that stuff. I collect vinyls and CDs, cassette tapes, VHS, everything I can because I just think like it's such a lost art. Like one of my one of my things like lately I've been working on is me and a buddy recording on a cassette tape because like it's so cool like to think about like people
Yeah, it
nowadays,
sounds great.
like I'm taking a Pro Tools class and it's just like every day I'm like ugh, like staring at a computer. Like I want to go back to feeling like like what it felt to make music back then. Like I couldn't
Yes, I
imagine.
mean it sounds. I've always thought that vinyl sounds better.
It really does. Like that crackle and that's just like
Yeah, yeah, it's the best.
there's no like a bunch of compression from the apps or your phone. Like it's just how it should be.
Yeah, I think honestly, when I figure out how to do it, I will probably print up like 50 vinyls.
I would love to have one of those.
Yeah, dude, don't worry, I'll send you one. I got you.
That would be super cool, man. I really appreciate that.
I don't even have a copy of the CD.
Yeah, that's so wild. Like that is
I
just
think I know my dad's got one somewhere, and I think my brother has one.
hmm. Yeah, that's so wild. Like I just going from hearing it blow up to being so big, just like you guys don't even know how it happened or have any of the CDs or anything. Like I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, I've never. I don't think I've ever had a copy of it.
Hmm. That's just and man, if you I really hope you guys find them because I would love to hear some more. I wish you guys could play live. That would be really nice.
Yeah, that would be the ultimate goal.
For sure. Which, like you said, never say never. Surely, I mean, you guys are getting some pretty good traction. I'm sure it'd be worthwhile.
I mean, it's getting pretty nuts at the moment. It's almost up to 9 million streams.
Whew. Yeah, I mean, like that's obviously the people love it, and I think it would be really cool. I would definitely be there.
That's a long drive.
Hey, I'm for it. Like, I'll go wherever.
Or maybe it'll be a long flight. I'm
Even
not
better.
saying it'll be. Yeah, right. Hey, you can take your honeymoon in London.
Yeah, that sounds good. You can, and then you guys can play the wedding after, or you can play it not the wedding, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
I've never been. I actually don't even have my passport. I've never been anywhere overseas, so that'd be a good reason to go.
Yeah, it's a long flight. It's like I think it's like 10 hours.
Yeah, it's. I think it might be a little bit more. My cousin is in the Air Force, and she was stationed in the UK, and it's like she was in London, and she said it's just yeah, it's a
Yeah,
long, long time.
I've only been back once since I moved here, and that was 2000. So that was 5 years ago.
Hmm. So, what made you move to the US?
I've been coming to America. Well, in 2000 for the millennium, my school took me on a trip to New York, Washington, and Philadelphia to do like historical sightseeing. And then the year after that, there was a huge music festival called Hellfest that was up in New Jersey.
Hmm.
And me and a bunch of friends, we all flew over to that, and we ended up connecting with people like from like Atlanta, North Carolina. And then the next year, nobody wanted to come, so I came by myself, and I met up with a bunch of people that I'd met the year before. And then every year, I just started flying back and just hanging out. Originally, I was going to Atlanta all the time, and then North Carolina, and then one of my friends moved out to California, so I started coming out here. And then eventually, I was like, "Yeah, time to make the move." I twice, 3 times a year. So yeah, I've been here for like 8 years now.
Huh. Well, yeah, I guess that's a pretty good reason. And you like it? Do you like it here?
Yeah, it's got its ups and downs. It's got its places.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool. And LA, I mean, you've been there for a while, so you must be pretty familiar with the place. And it's not too bad living there.
No, it's not too bad. I'm in a pretty quiet area. It took a while. It's pretty hectic. Like I had to have all my stuff shipped, and then when I got here, like you can't work. I didn't have a car. But yeah, now I'm situated. I got my house, got my car. I'm set up.
That's awesome. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm not
No,
sure.
dude, anything you want to ask.
Um, what are you doing these days? Like, what do you do? What keeps you going?
I'm a chef.
Where really like at like a where do you at like a
So
restaurant?
I was working at a restaurant in Chinatown for 3 years, and then I left in January and came back to my original job. I work at a treatment center for drug and recovering drug and alcohol addicts.
Oh, really? That's nice.
So I do all the
Okay.
cooking up here for everyone that's here.
Well, that's really cool. At least you're cooking for a good cause, a good
Yeah,
reason.
of course. Yeah, it's super fun. I got my Traeger downstairs on the front patio, which I'm about to put some carne asada on.
I seen you.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
I seen you making. Was it pork tenderloins or something like
Oh
that?
yeah, dude.
Yeah, those look great.
They turned out really good.
Yeah, they looked awesome. So it seems like you know what you're doing on the Traeger.
I try.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm running out of. I'm not gonna lie. So
Dude, just if you have any questions, just text me.
okay, yeah, like I don't know. I was trying to prepare everything. I got
I know we did this kind of like in a rush. So if you want to nail some more questions and send them over, I'll just type them all out for you.
for sure. Okay, yeah, that works. I'll probably. I mean, I'll use like all of this, obviously, but if
Yeah,
I'll try to think of some more like if I think of anything more like in depth that I didn't think of on the spot or whatever, I'll shoot you over some.
yeah, dude. No worries.
If you find any like pictures or like you were talking about those screenshots and stuff, you should send those over too. That'd be cool. I know you said you don't have a lot, but
I've got a few bits and pieces. I'll go through my camera roll and I'll put. Can you shut up? Oi, silence, please. I'm on the phone. Jesus Christ. The response was, "It's a free." Okay. All right. Valid point. Valid point. Yeah, no. I'll run through my camera roll and I'll see what I've got and I'll send it over to you.
All right, cool. That would be awesome. I'd love to see all that, and
All
obviously
right, dude.
demos and all that. Keep me in mind. So.
Yeah, don't worry. As soon as I print something, you'll be the first to get it.
All right, man. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate you talking to me.
All right, dude. I'll speak to you soon. Okay.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right. Take care, bud. Bye.
Bye.
You fuck.